everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here today. I am going to be sharing a video with you that's completely different than my past videos. As you can see in front of you, I have multiple Dooney and Bourke bags that I own. Some of them I have in multiple colors. But today's video, I lined them all up because today's video again is going to be completely different from what I normally do. Today I am going to be sharing with you one thing in common all of these bags have that I find to be, they're one of my biggest pet peeves that I have with Dooney and Bourke. So I don't think it's ever been discussed, and I was wondering if it was just me or if there are others out there that feel the same way about this. And again, this is just, it's not a flaw or a defect or anything like that, because Dooney and Bourke has designed the bag this way, so it's not a flaw. It's just something that I notice, and every time I order a bag, it kind of annoys me a little bit, but not to the point whereas I won't continue to purchase, because overall the Dooney and Bourke brand is a good quality, and once you purchase one of their bags, you'll have it for a lifetime if you take care of it. Okay, so getting to the point, what I am referring to today, the one thing that all of these bags have in common, I'll demonstrate on this one. If you look here, let me flip it over. The pet peeve that I have is with the Dooney and Bourke straps. Now, I don't know if it's on all of their brands. I only own their nylon, pebble grain, and now I have a couple in the coated cotton. But the issue that I have with their straps, the outside of it is beautiful. However, when you flip this over, I don't like this. Here is my biggest annoyance with the Dooney and Bourke brand. On the outside, you see the beautiful tan, brown, Sierra leather. But on the opposite side, here, you see nothing but the raw leather on the underside. And that is what bothers me so much with the Dooney and Bourke brand. And I guess it does because I know it's an easy fix. Now, granted, I am not a designer. I'm not a craftsman, so again, I'm not an expert. However, doing some research and just kind of like common sense, you can kind of figure it out just looking at the bag itself, how easily that could be done. In fact, let me see if I can pull you in closer so you can see. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so on this strap, this can easily be fixed. I don't know, I'm sure it may cost more. If so, I'm sure not by much. But if that's the price I would have to pay to have a beautiful handle front and back, I'm willing to do it. What I've learned with purse handles or straps, they will cut out the length of it ×2, so that when they go to assemble the straps, whether or not they're gluing them together first and then sewing them, or just gluing them, in other words, it's like this. You can either glue it or sew it, or both together. And what they do is they can take the underside of this, thin it out on both sides, so that when they glue it and sew it together, it's not quite as thick and it lays more smoothly. And then that way, when you get the finished product, you get the outside leather on both sides of the strap. That is my biggest pet peeve with the Dooney and Bourke brand. And let me show you an example. I'll use one of their key fobs as an example, as one example. Look at this key fob. What this is they cut this out, and they cut it out pretty much ×2 and folded it over. And that way, they folded it over and then sewed it down and then put the glazing around the edge of it. That way, when you look at this key fob, this is the front side, and you see the same material on the opposite side. So you get that beautiful Sierra leather on both sides. And if they can do that for a key fob, why not do it for the handles? That's one thing I've never been able to figure out. Again, their bags are beautiful, but that has been on my mind for quite some time. So I figured, let me just sit down and make a video and see if it's just me or if others have had the same feeling about that as well. Again, I'll continue to purchase because, again, I do love their bags, even though I have the option not to, but the quality of their bags outweigh my one little pet peeve with this strap. So, and see, that just looks unfinished to me, the way that it's cut here on the underside and then just glued and stitched there. And then you have all this raw leather here on this side, when they could have just cut this out twice and then stitched it and glued it together. And then once they got to the ends, again, this underside could be thinned out, and then they could take the loose end, tack it down, and then sew it. And all of these bags, all of the straps on each of these bags are the exact same way. And I just felt it was time for me to come on and make a video about it because, again, it's just something I've always wondered excuse me, about, and I can never understand why this is something that Dooney and Bourke does. But again, I have the option to purchase or not to purchase, and again, that's just one of my little pet peeves. The quality, the durability, and the designs of their bags completely outweighs that one little issue for me. So this is why you see all of these bags displayed before you. And again, I have some of them in multiple colors. So again, I do love their bags, but that's just one of my little pet peeves. In fact, I forgot, I took out one bag to show you as an example. Here's one of my very old Coach bags. Let's look at the handle on this one. This is what I'm talking about. See, when you look at this, this is one side of it, and when you flip it over, you see the same texture on the opposite side. And this is how I would love for my Dooney and Bourke bags to be. And when you look here at the edge, where it's sewn together, I'll show you here. I don't know if you can really get a good look at that, but see what they've done? They've taken the top piece of that leather and glued it over the bottom, overlapped it over the bottom piece, glued it, stitched it, and then added the glazing to the bag. So this way, when you look at the strap, you see the same texture on both sides. And I just wish Dooney and Bourke did the same with their bags. And again, maybe they do with some of their other collections, but on the bags that I own, again, pebble grain, nylon, and the coated cotton, the bags that I have, none of them have this type of strap on the bags. I do have some. I have a couple that have what do you call it? The oh gosh, what do you call it? In fact, hold on, I'll show you because I can't think of the name of it. So hold on, I'll show you. Okay, I'm back. All right, so, and of course I thought of the name as soon as I walked away. But you see this one here? This is my Darcy satchel. And this handle, it has the rolled handle. So this is a pebble grain, but because it has a rolled handle, you see that beautiful leather on both sides and just the glazing on the inner side of the handle. But you see? You see? Look at that. Now this handle I love. I have no problems whatsoever with this handle. It's beautiful. And again, rolled, has the glazing on the underside. So this one, perfect. I love it. I just wish that most, now that I think about it, it's mostly the totes. It's the totes that have the handles that have the raw material on the inside of them. Oh well. But anyway, I was just thinking about that, so I figured let me just come on and share my thoughts with everyone and to see if I'm the only one that feels this way or not. But again, either way, I love their bags. They're beautiful, and I will continue to buy them because they are of great quality. But a girl can have a pet peeve. So with that, everyone, thank you so very much for watching, and till next time, bye-bye.